Chapter 1. The Voice at 2:03 a.m. Vic was asleep when it began. Not the gentle kind of sleep filled with dreams of flying or teeth falling out, but a deep, dreamless unconsciousness where thoughts scatter like leaves in wind. Then came the voice. It was calm, neutral, almost robotic, and yet it seemed to resonate inside the head, not in the ears. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Vic stirred but did not wake. Neurons communicate through electrochemical signals. A strange calmness settled in, like being underwater. The words went on, dipping into biology, languages, even philosophy. Cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. When Vic finally woke at 7:05 a.m., there was no memory of hearing a thing. But when glancing at the biology textbook, something strange happened. There was understanding. Not vague or shallow, real understanding. Concepts that had been confusing, ATP, synapses, cognitive load, clicked into place, like a puzzle snapping shut. That's when it hit. It worked. Hypnopedia. Chapter 2. What is Hypnopedia? Let's rewind. Hypnopedia, from the Greek roots hypnos, sleep, and paideia, education, is the idea of learning while you sleep. It's been a fixture of science fiction for decades, most famously in Brave New World, but Vic was now living it. The science? Surprisingly real. When you're asleep, particularly during non-REM stages, light sleep, your brain doesn't shut off. In fact, it processes sound, language, and even memory cues. While deep unconscious learning, like in dreams, remains controversial, studies have shown that associative learning, reinforcement, and priming can occur during sleep. It's not magic, it's neuroscience. Vic's roommate, Ari, had been tinkering with AI-generated learning tracks. Hours of customized, spaced repetition audio, layered with white noise and brainwave-synced rhythms. He called it the Hypnopedia Protocol. Vic, unknowingly, had been the first test subject. Chapter 3. Sleep on it isn't just a saying. That day, Vic walked through campus with a sense of surreal detachment. In class, the pop quiz was finished in 4 minutes flat. Words in French, barely practiced, now danced naturally on the tongue. Memory had turned from a leaky bucket into a sponge. At lunch, Ari confessed, "I didn't mean to test it on you. I had the audio system set up in the shared smart speaker and forgot it was synced to your sleep timer." Vic stared. "What did you put in my head?" "Just the basics, bio flashcards, French verbs, a bit of Socratic philosophy. Oh, and the entire periodic table." Vic blinked. "And it worked?" Ari grinned, pushing up his glasses. "That's the thing. I think we're on the edge of something big. Hypnopedia has been dismissed for decades because people wanted too much from it, like learning calculus in your sleep. But the real power lies in enhancement, not total absorption. It strengthens what you already know, creates familiarity, and builds frameworks." He leaned closer. "And I've upgraded the script." Chapter 4. The Dream Lab. That night, Vic voluntarily entered the Dream Lab, Ari's name for the soundproofed side room packed with speakers, sleep monitors, and an AI dashboard. The memory foam cot, the EEG headband, eyes closed. The voice returned. "Repetition builds retention. Context breeds comprehension." It wasn't just random facts anymore. The AI now constructed narrative lessons, anchoring knowledge in stories, associations, and emotional cues. The same way dreams sometimes make abstract fears feel real. Vic dreamt of being a neuron, sending signals across a synapse. Dreamt in French, imagined balancing chemical equations while walking across tightropes. And in the morning, it was all still there. Chapter 5. The Science Behind the Sleep. Now, let's pause the story and break it down. How does Hypnopedia actually work? The brain has different sleep stages. Stage 1 and 2, light sleep. You're still processing external sounds. Stage 3, deep sleep. Processing slows, but some memory consolidation occurs. REM, dream sleep. High brain activity, emotional memory encoding. Most learning happens during stage 2, and that's when the Hypnopedia protocol delivers material using auditory cueing, soft, spaced repetition to avoid waking you. Emotional association, linking information with stories, music, or tones. Brainwave synchronization, using sounds that match your natural sleep rhythms. AI adaptation, adjusting based on your sleep depth and response. No, you won't master quantum physics overnight, but it enhances retention, primes you for faster learning, and builds deeper mental scaffolding. Back to Vic. Chapter 6. The Side Effects. It wasn't all smooth sailing. Vic began to feel disoriented. At times, it was hard to tell whether a memory was something actually lived or something heard while asleep. Quotes from books never read would surface. Facts appeared like bubbles from deep water. Then came the question, if I can't remember learning it, do I really know it? Ari noticed too. We're messing with unconscious memory, he warned. It's powerful, but without reflection, it's like building a library without a catalog. So, they adjusted. They added morning recaps, short waking sessions where the AI would ask Vic questions to reinforce and verify learning. The result? Longer retention and better self-awareness. It wasn't just about knowing facts. It was about building wisdom. Chapter 7. The Awakening. Within 2 weeks, Vic had become a quiet legend on campus. Every test was aced, conversations flowed with clarity. Others began asking Vic to teach them what had been learned. But more importantly, Vic remembered who they were, not just a brain absorbing data, but a mind seeking meaning. The final breakthrough came when Hypnopedia was used not just for academics, but for personal growth. Scripts played on emotional intelligence, on patience, on empathy, on the writings of Marcus Aurelius and Viktor Frankl. And slowly, something shifted. Vic became calmer, more mindful, more curious, not just about information, but about human experience. Epilogue, a note from Vic. If you're reading this, you're probably wondering if Hypnopedia is real. I'll say this. Learning in your sleep won't turn you into a genius overnight. But when used with intention, it can amplify your understanding, deepen your insight, and help you remember what matters. Sleep is not wasted time. It's the forge where knowledge becomes wisdom.